I'm here to introduce to you the chair of the Fair and Affordable Housing Commission, Randy Bocall, and he's ready and excited to speak to you about the Commission's activities this past year and things that will be coming up in the coming year. So thank you.
Welcome, Randy.
Yes, hi, thank you very much. So the last couple of years have been pretty busy with the Fair and Affordable Housing Commission. We have a relatively small panel here right now. Myself as chair, Jamal is our vice chair, Jill Maxwell is secretary, Jeff Dodge, and Stetson Holman. Stetson is from the ASUI, by the way. He's our representative from campus. And then Art Betke is our council liaison, and Rebecca Couch, Becky, is our staff liaison. But that means that we have 4 vacancies on our commission here at this point. Just in the last 6 months, 3 of our people, somebody had to move away to another town and some other things happened. So we're kind of short-staffed there a little bit. Also, Stetson Holman, who is our representative from the ASUI, is graduating this spring. So he will be moving on and vacating his seat as well. So we're going to be a little bit shorthanded, and we're looking for additional members, and we're going to ask the council to please help us find additional members. The last particular year, we just had to wanted to review the accomplishments that we've done for this year. We started a series of workshops up on campus targeted towards the students as they're moving off campus and starting to encounter the real world out there, entering into leases and contracts is probably the first legal document that they'll ever sign in their lives. So we're holding workshops that are co-sponsored by the ASUI, and we have a panel discussion type of a thing where we include a property manager or a landlord. We have a couple members from the legal aid clinic, and then ourselves do a short presentation and then open everything up to the students. Good conversation, great questions that come from the students. It's really been fun. We're going to be continuing this series of workshops this coming year and next year as well. The next one, let's see, I think this skipped ahead a little bit. Our next workshop is going to be on March 1st. That one goes with a different slide, I believe. We are going to be having a fair housing info session. Oh, well, that one goes with a different slide, too. I'm sorry. But here we are. The fair housing training in conjunction with the Intermountain Fair Housing Council. This one is coming up in April. April is also the Fair Housing Month, so we're holding this in conjunction with that to particularly bring focus to fair and affordable housing. But the speakers that we had last year were Sarah Fisher, Zoanne Olson, Ken Nagy, and Eric Stevenson. And their topics were fair housing basics, of course, but service animals and reasonable accommodations, fair housing compliance from the perspective of a housing attorney. And we had great turnout. There was about 50 people that attended. They were made up of realtors, property managers, housing providers. There were some attorneys. I don't know if anybody from the general public actually attended, although the public was invited. And good conversation. Some very, very interested stakeholders in this. The property managers and the landlords really want to embrace this and make sure that they're providing housing that meets all of the codes and all of the standards. And there's a lot for them to learn, just a lot of information for them to embrace. So this last year we also completed and updated the analysis of impediments to fair housing. Out of that we identified 6 action items. And those 6 action items are going to comprise the largest share of our work over the next 3 years. We have some other goals that we are wrapping along inside of that. And we are going to be continuing our regular workshops. We'll continue the fair housing training with the Intermountain Fair Housing Council. I think I mentioned the next workshop is going to be on March 1st at 6 o'clock up on campus, and we invite any of the council members to participate. The fair housing training is going to be the third week of April. That'll be a daytime event at the 1912 Center, and you're all welcome and encouraged to come. And then promoting the April National Fair Housing Month activities with some press releases and little bits and pieces that go out to the general public. We also need to update and keep current some little handouts that we've designed. We have two neat little handouts, one for the tenant side of things, one for the landlord side of things. Both of them focus on both rights and responsibilities, because both sides of the contract do have responsibilities as well as rights. And then, of course, we have a pretty extensive website on the city's website that has numerous links out to a lot of different kinds of resources for anybody that's looking at property contracts or leasing contracts, as well as affordable housing and purchasing of housing. So those are the areas that we've come from, the areas that we're going towards, and our need for finding interested parties to participate in our commission. So I would throw it out. If there's any questions, I'd be happy to try to address them.
Randy, one of the things, we do have one person in the shoots that are coming up that I plan on proposing to the council for the commission.
Great.
And so we're diligently working on getting some more folks for you, because you guys, your commission has kind of been hit this last 6 months or so. So,
Yes.
Catherine.
I also spoke to somebody too, and then is it okay if I give them your name?
Please do.
Because I knew that we had the 4 vacancies, and so I was thinking it was important to get that one filled.
Send them my way. I'd be happy to meet with them.
Okay.
Okay. Thank you.
Very good. Other questions for Randy?
I
John?
just have a comment. I'm on the Affordable Housing Chodo, and anything that you do that shines a little light on affordable housing, we don't deal much with fair housing, but we do deal with affordable housing, is very welcome from our point of view, because it lets the public know that we are around, and we can help people get into affordable housing. We've got one piece of property that is in the process of closing. We've got another piece of property that we're going to be building an affordable house on here shortly, and the work that you people do is much appreciated.
Great. Thank you for your comments, John. Thank you.
Thank you, Randy.